What up? I'm back. It's kind of late at night, so I'm a little tired, and it's been a long day at work, both at my business and also just internal work. So, I productive day with one of my projects, and just a typical work day. I was up pretty late last night and got up this morning at around 9:30, 10. My business partner, I haven't seen him in a while, rolled up and woke me up. I live at my office. So, because it is a startup, I say office, it's really just an apartment that I just converted into an office and a workspace. But just a little tired, a little exhausted. Um, yeah, something weird happened today. One of my clients, or the client that I'm trying to land, that's kind of tested my worth and tested my patience, reached out today and was like, "Hey, I'm in town. Would you want to meet up to go over the plan and proposal that I've spent the last month working on?" And I responded about 20, 30 minutes later, like, "Yeah, I'm down. Nick's in town. Nick's around, my business partner." So I said, "Yeah, we're available after 2:30. Would you want to come through the office?" Sent that text back, and again, this is millennial businessing. He's only 2 years older than me. He's 26 years old, and I got nothing back, and that further tested my patience. It's tested a lot of what I've learned in the last week, as a result of this communication and the patience with this client. I really want to land the job, but also I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, it's killing my energy. I wanna keep growing. I want to keep going, and I mean, I think the thing that creates stagnancy the most is uncertainty and inability to move in a direction. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is I want to land the job, and I also want to work with him. We've really vibed, but I mean, he's got to step up to the plate, and we have to agree on a number still, and even just agree with the movement forward of this development. But I I sent that reply, and then only like 20, 30 minutes later, and got nothing back all day, and still haven't got anything. He initiated communication. I responded, and then I got nothing. After especially presenting, maybe I think I said it on the video yesterday or the day before, like how it has kind of felt disrespectful and it has felt rude in some regards. I get that he's a busy person, but especially when you initiate communication, that one, that one didn't even hurt compared to the other ones, but this one was just like why'd you even text me if you weren't gonna follow through? So it's even getting me to question if I want to do business with this person. Because if this is how he's acting right now, how is he going to act in the partnership? How is he going to act over the year of the development? So I work with vibes. If I vibe, then we're good. But this lately hasn't vibed. We vibed completely in the first month of building the relationship. And we were speaking the same language, literally had synchronicities, and had like messages from the universe letting me know this is somebody you want to work with. And then as we get closer to meeting up to discuss the plan and the proposal and to potentially sign and get a check, is when things have just hit this weird shitstorm of energy. It's hard to describe even what it is because it was going so well and then not. I wouldn't even say not so well because I'm a man who trusts the universe and trusts the energy, so I don't really. When the waves aren't going my way, I don't believe that all shit's going to hell. I don't believe that things are all falling apart. Sometimes I just think it's redirecting us or readjusting something or getting one of the parties to get out of the comfort zone. And I think that it helped me get out of my comfort zone with a couple things. Before last Friday, I was nervous to pitch. I was nervous about our price point, and I was nervous about even just making the sale. I mean, after Friday and Saturday and Sunday, I felt like I had already lost the sale. That I moved into my own power, regained my power back, and was like, well, I'm gonna make this other thing work. I'm gonna make this path of my life work. Then, all isn't going to hell. So I regained my power, and then he comes back and does this again. So it's totally interesting. It's bizarre, but I've come to realize, I mean, hey, maybe he's got to step up into his power. Maybe he needs to match my vibration. Maybe it's not on my end. I mean, I don't think it is on my end. After how I felt on Monday and Tuesday, I felt great. I felt really, really good about where I'm going. So today rolled around, he sent that message, and don't know how to take it. I'm not overthinking it. I think even just talking out right now is the first time I've really thought about it in the last 5 or 6 hours. So I did other work. I worked the rest of my day on other things. I wasn't gonna let that little hiccup ruin my day. I'm maintaining focus on my vision and what I'm creating. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to land the deal. But I'm also gonna, ironically enough, because I probably already sensed vibes, I put in the plan two key points that I wanted to point out. I pointed out that communication is gonna need to be key, whether it's with him or with somebody on his team. It's gonna be important. It's an important part of a project. So I need to understand that's something we're aligned on. I put that in the plan. And then I also put in the agreement that, and I do this just for the sake of spiritual businessing, ethical businessing. I put a statement that says, we agree to follow or exemplify ethical business practices, and also to aim to promote and support one another in a successful partnership. I put that in there, and wildly enough, that was probably... Because when I put that in a plan, when I put that on paper, when I put words into something, usually I'm spelling, like literally in the typing sense, but also in the magical sense. You spell into your work what you want, and when you put that on paper and you put a place to sign right underneath, you open up the portal of reality that creates that as a possibility. So what I mean by that is, now if that proposal needs to get signed, we need to align to the reality where we're both acting in that accord. So sometimes that gets other people out of their comfort zone, and a lot of people aren't in the world of spiritual business quite yet, but when I put that on paper, it shifted me into a reality that could have changed how comfortable the other party is able to handle such a spell, if that makes any sense. So enable for that to be signed, the plan to be signed, he's got to be in vibration to match that. And that can shake somebody's reality up. And I'm honestly, when I bring that up, I say that because I have felt like it hasn't been me who's been in lack. It's been, I thought it was me in lack before. Now I'm recognizing, and I have been recognizing, and there's nothing wrong with this on either party ever, but that, and maybe we're just a mirror in this situation, but I have kind of recognized that he's got to step up to the plate. I've done everything that I can to be a good service provider. I haven't even been paid one penny, and I'm trying to land a deal, and I've understood what he wants and what he wants to create, and I know that he's a business that can afford it, and that he can, and he has the vision to go create it, but he's got to step up and create this with me. meet halfway. And this is new to me. This is very new to me, standing in my power. I recognized even just today in the last couple of days how, like, I just got flashbacks to old relationships where I was giving away my power. Like, that's what a lot of this lesson has been, is just how I've given away my power in the past. So, and it's nice and refreshing to be where I'm at right now. I haven't always been here. I've been here in little spurts, but lately it's been longer spurts of knowing my worth and knowing that I shouldn't chase after others. If people want to do business with me, they can do business with me. I've got a resume that resembles that work. So that resembles that confidence. I've worked hard to get that, and I'm not gonna let my old mental habits creep in and prevent me from landing a deal or getting something to successfully work. It has always, in the past, it always kind of felt like once I got what I wanted, I kind of put all my eggs in that basket and put all my happy in it, if that makes any sense. I had a good relationship, and I made that my entire happiness. I made the other person my happiness. I started a business and got my first lead, or got my first client, I should say, and I put all my happiness in that. And then once that project ended and the money went through like that, that happy disappears. So your happiness has to be found within. And then, especially like with this project, maybe it's not happy, but maybe it's just structure and security. I put my security thinking that this project is going to make or break our next move as a company. And as it's dwindled, I recognized, or maybe it's just wavered, but the point of what I'm getting at is I felt what it feels like to lose that security. And then you wonder what it could be like to lose that security, or to not land the deal. So I've been able to regain that. I recognize that I'm an alchemist. If I've been able to get to this point by shifting paradigms and changing my reality and changing my decisions and continually improving and redirecting myself, I'm gonna be just fine. I'm gonna be just dandy. And recognizing that alone brings your confidence back. It brings your worth back. I don't need to hound. I mean, back at the beginning of 2019, I was hounding for like $300 for a project, and now I'm looking at maybe 1,000 times that. And yeah. Wow, that is crazy to say. A lot has come about in 2019. I've shifted paradigms, I've shifted where I can go, and I mean, even right now, I feel kind of shaky saying that statement of 1,000 times, 1,000-fold. But you know what? That's what's kind of held me back in this journey of speaking up, is not allowing myself to speak in that truth, that we can master that reality and we can make that much money just with changing our path, changing our mindset, and changing how we view money and how we view projects. But that's a whole nother. I don't even know where I'm going with that, except for the fact that I've been. It's hard to talk about money. It's hard to talk about working hard to make money, taking sacrifices to make money in the first place. But I don't know why I'm rambling on that or where I was going. But anyway, I'm gonna count that for the day. I wasn't gonna post a video because I kind of forgot about it, and then I just didn't want to do it. I said, no, we're gonna get a video up. I'm trying to do it every day. So, yep, there's that. We'll end on that. A little weird ending, but welcome to my ADHD life. So, I'm on my way out. Peace.